These Spiritual Exercises by Saint Ignatius Loyola. Translated by Elder Mulan. Read by Edward Miller. Preface by the translator. The present translation of the Exercises of Saint Ignatius has been made from the Spanish autograph of Saint Ignatius. The copy so designated is not indeed in the handwriting of the saint, but has a good number of corrections made by him and is known to have been used by him in giving the exercises. Saint Ignatius of Loyola was a man without any great pretensions to education at the time he wrote this book. His native language was not Spanish, but Basque. His lack of education and his imperfect acquaintance with pure Spanish are enough to make it clear that a refined use of any language, and more especially of the Spanish, or in general anything like a finished or even perfectly correct style, is not to be expected in his work. Literary defects he removed to some extent, perhaps, as he continued to use and apply the book, but he is known never to have been fearful of such faults. His corrections found in this text are clearly made with a view to precision more than to anything else. The autograph of St. Ignatius was translated by Father General Ruthan into Latin and was reproduced by Father Rodeles in his edition of the Spanish text. But the original was not available to ordinary students. In 1908, however, Father General Werns allowed the entire book to be phototyped, and in this way it was spread throughout the Society of Jesus in a large number of copies. It is one of these which has been chiefly employed by the present translator, who has, besides, made frequent use of the manuscript itself. After considerable study of the matter, it seemed best to make this translation as faithful and close a reproduction of the Spanish text as could be. To do so, it was necessary at times to sacrifice the niceties of style, but it was thought that those who would use the book would easily forego the elegancies of diction if they could feel sure they were reading the very words of Saint Ignatius. Any other form of translation than the one adopted could hardly be kept from being a partial expansion, illustration, or development of the original, and would therefore have proved to some extent a commentary as well as a translation. This the translator has earnestly sought to avoid, preferring to leave the further work of commentary to another occasion or to other hands. Another reason for aiming at absolute fidelity rather than style.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?